Hey folks, it's Joe, Creekside Cabin Games here to give you our weekly update. We got a pretty good amount of stuff done this week. I think plans changed kind of in the middle, so we'll talk about what we did. First, I finished up Boss AI. I didn't finish Boss AI. I finished up like the most um, simple version of Boss AI I'm going to do. And that entailed basically separating away the mob AI from the boss AI. And some of the main things that happen now are when the boss is made up of weapons, and each of the weapons has its own AI. And whenever those AIs die, they tell the boss AI that they're dead, and the boss keeps track, and it kills itself. There's a little bug in how the boss kills itself, but once all the boss's weapons are dead, it dies. So that's going to help make it really easy to add n number of weapons to a boss, so they can have all kinds of different attacks. So let's jump in and see what it looks like to kill a boss. There's also AI that helps decide which attack to do each round, and I've added some particle effects on the boss to give you a little tell of which attack is coming. So the boss, all the AI is dead. Now there's a bug, like I said, it has to wait until it queues up the next attack to die, so I gotta fix that. Anyhow, that's the boss. The next thing we did was add an options menu, and it's super rudimentary, obviously. But what I wanted to do is exercise my scheme of saving and loading data, because it's definitely not robust enough yet. So what I wanted to do is introduce some player settings along with player progress. So I added volume. I added a volume setting and a options menu. So you can see in the console there, every time we change the volume, it saves. That's just kind of a nice utility for the player, so they can exit any options menu. And so that also included creating these buttons, like the back button, and automatically choosing the focus when we switch between these menus. Effectively, this menu right here is just hidden. I mean, it's just hidden, and whenever we hit back, we hide it. And whenever we hit options, we show it and send focus up here. But yeah, so I'm going to go set my volume down here and exit the game. And now here's the next thing we want to show you. We have a main menu. And we used to have the level select menu, but this menu's got a little more style to it. It's got the title, the tentative title of the game here. And we have these buttons that we can scroll through. And new game, continue, options, quit. Options takes us to the volume and back button. Again, just to exercise the save, so you can see it saved the game there. I can go quit. Actually, I'll show you. I'll go turn the volume all the way down, and we'll restart the game, and we'll go right to the main menu, and the volume will have stayed static. It'll stay 0. That said, bugs come in all the time. So yeah, restarted the game, volume still 0. Pretty cool. Just using the audio listener, I think we're going to improve how we do volume, or how we do sound in the future. Anyway, new game and continue. Oh, another thing I did, Unity has this super annoying bug basically built in where if you click on a screen, even if it's in play mode, like not in the editor, but if you're actually playing a real production game and you click, you lose focus, and then you have to use the mouse to click on whatever option you want. So I found a little script that I can use. Anytime I click you may be able to see the button flicker. It automatically reselects the last thing selected. Alright, cool. New game and continue. I'm going to go actually I don't know how loud the volume is for you, but it is loud for me. Let's quickly look at our game manager and look at our save serial. This has basically all the data for the user, and we can see that our current level is 0. Also has our volume there, and a movement dead zone that's static. It doesn't get changed. That'll be the next thing we add in options, I guess. Anyhow, current level 0. I've added an autosave, so every time you start a level, we look in this list and try to match the scene name or the scene's display name to this list. And whenever it gets found, whenever a level loads, we autosave the current level. So what I'm going to do right now is demonstrate starting a new game, seeing the cutscene, finishing the first level, and illustrating. First, before we finish the first level, we'll see that the current level is 1. After we finish the first level, after we start the second level, we'll see the current level is 2. We'll go from the tutorial to the trick level. Again, first cutscene, tutorial level, trick level. If we were to continue game now, it would start at the very beginning. Actually, I'm not even sure how it would work. So I gotta add a check there to not allow continuing if you don't have saved data. Anyhow, let's start a new game, and I just made like a quick silly cutscene. You can press start to skip. So I'm gonna skip so you can see the narration on your own when you download the demo sometime. Oh, I left a bug in there. Let me go. I gotta go fix the UI camera. I left a bug in. Bear with me here. I left this options menu enabled on the prefab. I wish I could have told you to skip ahead 15 seconds, 10 seconds ago. Anyhow, let's start our new game. We would have seen that level 1 was saved because we started it. And so we're gonna start level 1 now, tutorial level. You see it up there. I'm gonna pause the game. Let's see the nice pause screen set. And in my game manager, I'll print the serialized data and see that our current level is 1. And I'm gonna finish this level. I started myself right by the finish. And we're gonna continue, and that's gonna load the next level. That uses the game progress manager over here to find the next level. And now we're at the trick level, which you can see is the second in the list. And if we pause before we get to finish there and we print the serialized save data again, we are at current level 2. So yeah, that's the big stuff. Let me check GitHub again. Mainly like the first couple of days working on getting the boss logic separated from the mob logic. What that's going to allow me to do especially is make some cooler animations for the mob, for killing mobs, and that's one of the next things that's up. Also, I'm going to create a cutscene with timeline this week just to check that out, to see if I want to go with that for my narration rather than static images and text. So thank y'all for stopping in, and we'll see you next week.